Can we start with what was the? Oh, can we start with questions because it's been a bit.
I'm here with Rae Ann. We are in round 6 of Ascendant Sin City, about a couple hours away from the 7th elimination. The first question I have for you, Rae, is what's happening tonight? What's going on with the vote? What do you think?
I'm still not totally sure. I think Tyler is staying and Andrew is leaving, just from like the vibe. But Jen just said that I think everyone's voting out Andrew. I mean, not Andrew, Tyler. But I really don't know. It honestly really doesn't matter to me. Andrew didn't call me until this. Not that he randomly cold called me like 2 hours ago. And I really like that calls, and it was just kind of, I think he just heard that like I was thinking of voting him out because we didn't talk yet. And then so he finally talked, so I was like, I guess I can't use that as an excuse. I feel very medium about Tyler. I feel like he wouldn't really think I owed him if I saved him. But I don't really feel like Andrew would either. Like they're both kind of like people who I like. I feel like Tyler kind of has no one, but I feel like Tyler also has. So I just don't know how I feel about him totally. Both seem kind of like boring boots, but it's just like, so I don't really care. Um, when we talk to Best Western, I'll see what like Matthew do. I think if we all decide to go one way, then um, it will just happen. That I feel like that would basically be majority. I know Josh wants to vote out um, what's his face, Tyler, because of what happened last night. So, but I had like 2 calls with Alex, and Alex was really kind of open about it, and he said he wanted. I feel like that's kind of where it's at, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
So seemed surprised about the warrant, and then talk to me about the events that happened at your vote, and then the revote, and just basically everything that happened.
Okay, so we'll start. Um, wait, so you cut out. So the thing with Warren, you want me to talk about Warren's vote and my vote?
Talk about Warren's vote first, and then talk about your vote.
Okay, Warren's vote was kind of crazy. At first, I feel like it was supposed to be Nolan. That's what I was hearing. I was really close with Warren in this game. He was like, I would consider him my number one to an extent. I think he was kind of all over the place. You know, I already said that I was wary of him before, but he was always ET. I always had fun with him. So, what?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, sorry. I'm dumb. Anyways, he was spreading a lot of like different. He was spreading. Said he was trying to flip it on Jen, but he got in a lot of trouble. He's someone who was leaking a lot of things and spreading a lot of things and trying to like manipulate socially. I just think he just went too hard. I feel like he was kind of bored, so he just like went for it. Um, I I was surprised. I didn't know it was gonna happen, but at the same time, he was always sus of it happening. He was really all over the place. Apparently, it's just throwing out names. So I'm just not surprised it went back on him. He didn't give me his chip, so I don't really give a shit anymore. Like fuck you, we're not for your fucking chip. I was so pissed, but it's fine. I did get a chip anyways from Matthew today, which Brian transferred me his power, and I transferred Brian's power back to him to show trust. And then Matthew gave me a tip, and then I cashed in power. So I didn't even fucking need it, Warren. Um, I for our vote, I gave a vote. I was aware that it was go that way. Like I knew it was gonna. Like I knew who was voting on that side. I knew Christopher and um, Tyler were wanting to vote out. What's his face? Josh. My thing with Tyler, I he well, Tawny said she had fifth vote, which was Brian's power, but Brian didn't use it. I think he didn't think there was numbers there. But I'm glad he didn't use it. Like Brian's so sweet, but like Brian, no. Brian's someone who has I've also solidified this round to be like one of my closer allies. Like I really adore him. Um, I feel like he's also like in with like a few other people, but I feel pretty confident that he at least doesn't want me gone for a really long time, and that's love that. But I know he was supposed to be that fifth vote. I didn't really. I was gambling this whole time. Like when I learned it wasn't Chris in trouble, I still feel like super legit with like OG Best West. I don't know if they all feel really legit with me. Matthew says I'm his number one. I think Chris thinks I'm his number one, and this makes it seem like that to me. And Brian just said that. I don't really necessarily believe that, to be honest. So I'm just not like completely sure. Um, what they're feeling. Um, I feel like once I go on that call, though, like I'll figure stuff out. Like I know Brian's power. I'm gonna be open about my power because my power is just kind of like useless. Not useless. They're just like, really, guys? Like this is the power you give me. I feel like if I had an idol, it would also like be like would be useful. I got this hand is what the power is called, and I'm able to see what the vote is after they're all locked in, and then make my vote. But I don't see who voted who, or like I see the like a 5-2-1. I would just see that it's a 5-2-1. If I had an idol, I feel like that would be more beneficial. Have that power because not only would I be able to vote, but like maybe I would be able to be like, okay, I should play an idol, or like someone should play an idol. So I would like when one of my allies had an idol, and I hope that they were to get one. Like I don't feel bad about going and using my chips like I should have. Like this is the first time in a game where I've gotten a power, so it's like kind of exciting. So I'm honestly kind of proud of myself. Like I did it. Queen Rae Ann getting her chip from Matthew. Like I pulled it out. But there's other people who like it's nice to see the board too. It's just so I could see like okay, there's like more powers out there other than Brown that I just don't know about. I think Jack has a power, and I think that um 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 uh the rumor is Tyler has power. That Tyler has a seal of votes. That might come out this round. Um, anyways, earlier in the round, we also there was the first round was like the live vote out, and there was that endurance comp. The endurance comp, Drew winning the high roller was really interesting. Really split people up based upon perceptions. Like or like who he I think believed was with working with who, and he's like split the tribes up like that. And I found that it's really interesting. I thought it was really smart. I started talking to Drew more. I think I don't really fully trust Drew, but I don't. But it was just interesting for us. We were able to like pretty easily get back into conversation about the game, and I really appreciated that. Like we had a really good like connect that way. So I could like he's really good, and but I don't see him wanting to take me out at least right now. I feel like a lot of people feel that way, but I think it was good for him to get high roller because it finally gave me a chance to talk to him and like reconnect with that distinct vibe. Um, I feel like that was the only thing I needed to mention that I hadn't mentioned about that round. We did this game when I was at my friend's house. Um, the hyena thing. I was the hyena. Jen died right away, and she was the lion, so I won. So I feel like I was beginning lucky, which is nice. A lot of I always say win a luck based comp, and girl, I can win a luck based comp like no other. So that was That was good. Like I know there was like strategy there, but I didn't know how to do it. I like eating people didn't really make sense to me because why would I send someone to an elimination? No one's really looking at me, which is the kind of a dangerous position to be in, where it's all like no one's really sees me as a threat. But I also feel like I've like have been like I have shit. Like I've been like making connections. Like I have people at least that like I'm not a nobody player. So but if like people just want me, if people are perceiving me as like a floater nobody player, then I'll proudly wear that and like not try to like make any enemies. Um, yeah,
Can you hear me?
no, now I can.
Okay, dope. Who do you trust the most in the game, and who do you trust the least, and why?
Um, I trust. I not trust. I trust Christopher and Erica. Like I trust like Best West collectively the most. Um, I think Brian is close with me. I guess I feel like Christopher is the best West person other than Brian that I feel like reaches out to me a lot. Um, I feel like I kind of encouraged their bad move last round. Like it was definitely Tyler's idea, but I could definitely like just go for it. Like who cares if it's gonna be like that way and make that move. Um, I really shouldn't have. I should have like held on to what I thought we should have done, which was keep Josh because ugh. But I feel like I trust him, though. Him and I have been like he like actively to work with me. Erica and I have at least had been in a few groups. I trust her. I think she's cool. But I guess at this moment, Chris, I don't really trust a lot of people right now. I feel like I don't feel like I'm anyone's number one. I trust Dak, but I feel like I kind of like let a lot of things slip today.
How sad are you that Warren was eliminated?
I was really sad. But I'm also like, don't give a fuck. That bitch didn't give me a chip. I've been kind of like livid. Like, I watched her throw up and pass out. Like, are you fucking me? Like Warren, we watched Wentworth together and I watched you sleep and you didn't give me your fucking chip. For what? And I guess you could tell me, like, what about it? Like, write it down. Like so what the fuck, Warren? I'm so livid about it. Like I'm still fucking livid about it. So like I was definitely sad. I'm sad because he was really fun. You know, like I miss that kind of like energy of like it going insane. But I feel like it opened up. Like I think it's sad for like my entertainment and like I really adore him. Like I think I'm sad, Warren. But like at the same time, it was really beneficial for me for him to leave because this opened up a lot of conversations. Because I don't know, I think Warren was definitely saying stuff to Alex about me. Then he was saying things to Alex to me. So just like Alex and I were able to have that conversation finally. But like I'm sad, but it's also like game wise, it was beneficial.
I remember a couple questions I asked you in your last confessional, and I just want to touch base on those again and see if you still feel the same way. The first one being, what do you think your placement asked? You said we're coming up on 12 now, so do you think you've improved?
I don't know. I feel like if I'm not messy and I play calm, I think I'm seventh or eighth.
And then you mentioned in your last confessional wanting to go after people that you said were the Flamingo Boys. Is that still something that you want to do?
No.
And why?
I work in. I feel like I'm slowly starting to get a grip onto the game and get a grip onto relationships where people are now valued as a player. Um, I feel close with my best West, but I feel like right now I need to keep their eyes off of me. And if they're going to make a strike, I want them to strike someone else. Like if they strike Christopher, better strike me. I feel good with Josh. Um, Drew, I think is going to be a target. And I think Alex is now open to the discuss with me. Um, I feel like no, I'm not going to target until I have to strike. If I can just work with people, if people want to protect me, if people want to like keep me here, if people just enjoy me and want to keep me around, then yeah, I'm not going to like actually go and put myself in. I feel right now I need to wait to strike. Um, I need to I just haven't had a chance to really insulate myself into like I feel like I've been like, slowly standing outside of the inside within this game, and I'm finally starting to breach the inside, and a lot of that requires a lot of just waiting for me to like I want to get information, and then I want to be able to wait on it and read it when I need to. If I can get myself into a position of everyone is giving me information, then I think I can swing it for a really long time. Um, my game also requires me. I feel like just because the player I am, and I know I haven't been as good as I usually am, or I don't think I'm as seen as threatening. I don't know how I win the game right now, but I think a lot of how I get to the end is I kind of have to wing swing with the big boys, swing with like the power structure to make them do what I need them to do. It's kind of Nicole Franzian, but it's just I just don't think it benefits me to make a dramatic move, if that makes sense. Like we're looking at other people right now.
All right, Ray, those are all the questions I have for you at the moment. If you have anything else that you want to touch on that we haven't, you can do it now, or I can stop the recording for you.
I'm just interested to see what happens. I feel like my position's kind of shaky. I'm not like shaky. It's just like I feel like I'm starting to get a hold of it, but I just hope it's not like too late. Like at least I feel like I bought myself a few extra rounds right now. With how the last few rounds, I'll keep on five. If I just to the end right now. Then lastly, sorry, there was just like banging. Then like lastly, like to all pod, like I enjoy you. I really like you. Um, thank you for letting me play. It's been fun. If I go out like soon, that's it.
All right.